This is my review on Ben 10 Ultimate Alien in Alien Force. These are both sequel shows to the original show called Ben 10. All of the sequel shows are the worst. You know, bad writing, bland characters, forgettable characters. Even the main character himself is bland and forgettable until we get to season 3 of Alien Force. Then he's just a complete douchebag and punchable. That main character being Ben 10, and the two other main characters are Gwen and also 11. I mean, like, not 11. I'm sorry. My brain's kind of fucked from the show. It's just Kevin 11. No, that's his full name, legal name. And Gwen Stacy is Gwen's full legal name, and Ben Tennyson is Ben's legal name. And they're the three main characters of both series. Both series last for about 3 seasons. Alien Force and Ultimate Alien. First, we're going to talk about Alien Force. This is the first show before Alien Force. Alien Force comes before Ultimate Alien, so I'm going to talk about that first. Well, going on to talk about the benefits that this has, I mean, I appreciate that this has more of a, from the beginning, it's trying to tell more of a story-based, character-driven take on Ben. So therefore you have to see the episodes in one. Oh, but there's another problem. Everything in this is, outside of voice acting, animation is wrong. It's like, yeah, it takes itself serious, but to the point it doesn't feel earned serious. So overly serious to the point it's kind of laughably serious. Like, we have to listen to Ben 10 says, "Oh, I'm so brooding and caught with the angst device that makes me angsty." Because in other words, being like a more mature version of what we imagined for Ben to be from the classic show Ben 10. He's more of this, a blank slate filled with a lot of the angst. Voiced by a really talented voice actor, Yuri Lowenthal, who did actually went to later on in his career voiced Spider-Man in the PlayStation 4 game. So we'll tell you Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4. So hey, his career is doing much better than it was back in the 2010s, and also late 2000s. Now there's 3 sequel shows with 15-year-old Ben, with older, posting more mature, grown Ben. And let me tell you, Alien Force, the first 2 seasons, it says much it has to offer in terms of the good ideas. Oh boy. So let's talk about the pilot, the episode. There's a 3-part episode called Ben 10 Returns. Gwen and Ben's grandfather missing, and Ben puts on the arm tricks again. At first he's hesitant, but decides to put it on when it's really necessary. When it realizes he's needed again. But yeah, okay. 2 questions. When the fuck did he not have the? When the fuck did he got the arm tricks off? There's never any flashback or explanation of why he stopped wearing the armor tricks and how the heck he got it off. And also there's no explanation on why he is paranoid and afraid to put it on again. We're supposed to accept it as it is because the plot says so. It's not like this takes place exactly how the series ended, the original series, because he had the armor tricks and wasn't afraid of using the armor tricks in the last series, and which also had a Ben 10 movies, anime movie as a series finale. So yeah, this is just confusing stuff that even if you're a fan or not a fan, or if you're even a newcomer. And also, Gwen makes Kevin realize he has an erection. Because he just looks at her, saying that he decides to change his ways and redeem himself because overall incredibly attractive woman that he known from his past childhood events, and only find her attractive now. But now she has boobs and other woman parts probably that he can explore. Kill me. and now they're a team. I kid you not, that's how it happens. And they destroy this tower and still looking for Grandpa, who they don't find him until season 2 or final season of season 1 is, and then season 3 comes and Ben 10 becomes a worldwide celebrity with the public. Because he's got caught in the news and now he's... Oh boy. He becomes a total prick again. Without the charm or the relatability that he had as a 10-year-old. Oh. And he becomes a completely, pretty much unloyal douchebag to everyone. He's a douchebag now, and people say that I hear people say that they just me 10-year-old Ben. The only difference is between 10-year-old Ben did mature throughout the course of the series and did grow a little bit and did actually show concern and love and compassion towards his friends and loved ones, and did always have a line that he wouldn't there's a certain limit that he wouldn't actually to be how a bit of a piece of shit he can be. So he has a limit of how big of a piece of shit he would be, what he would allow to be a bit of a piece of shit. So that's why he stopped being friends with Kevin in the original series. So, I mean, yeah, he's a bit of a piece of... He was a bit of... True, he was a bit of a... Could be a bit of asshole, but he wasn't a complete asshole. A complete asshole ass, because he has limit, This Ben... Yuri Lowenthal's Ben in season 3, and from here on out, it has no limits of what he can be. How much of a monster, egotistical prick he can be. And I kid you not, now it becomes a Twilight sitcom between Julie and Ben being a complete, bit of a shithead. By bit, let's be honest, he is a shithead. The definition of a shithead as a boyfriend. And I love how Kevin clearly wants Ben to break up. Was everyone except Julie Bendel want them to be a break up, obviously, and not together, which would be smart if they just broke up. But apparently, the audience. They just want to torture us, the audience, and punish us with tuning in for watching this piece of a train wreck. Oh, shit. Oh. And that's all that this is until we get to the series finale of Season 3 of Alien Force, what this film what the main focus of the show is, basically. And no, Ben doesn't mature at all. Actually, really, until you count the series finale of Alien Force and Season 3 run, and the Season 3 part of Season 3, which is series finale of Alien Force. Also, the series finale of Ultimate Alien. Until they decide to bring the show back for another sequel show that deserves its own video. Called Ben 10 Omniverse, I believe it's called. I don't know if I'm getting that name. So, yeah, they drag Yuri Lowenthal back into the Ben 10 shoes. Into this train wreck of milking the franchise that you should have left to rest. And left it on a good note, but you just had to, you had to do this. You just had to do this, didn't you? Cartoon Network, didn't you? This is the worst thing you've ever done to me. Even worse than Ben 10, a live action version of the sequel show movie, Ben 10 Alien Squad. I think that's the name. I can't remember. This is. Oh, I hate the sequel to Ben 10 shows. It's really unwatchable. Unless you want to yank out your hair. Unless you want to go bald because you're tugging at your hair because of how bad the show is, wondering what's the point of this. So, these shows, every one of these episodes is awful. I will say the good thing is once it gets to Season 3 of Alien Force, and from there on out for Gwen and Kevin, they don't get bland anymore, but they're not a good couple like Julie and Ben are a good couple. Because they don't really have anything in common at all. The reason why, Kevin is the same reason why, Kevin's with Gwen is the same reason why Ben's with Julie, because, they're hot for each other because of their looks. Because, of course, that's why you should always continue a relationship. Looks! But despite you have nothing in common, it's just like the song, Breakfast at Tiffany's. So you say we have nothing in common. Why say, what about Breakfast at Tiffany's? So you both kind of like that one. Just like the song. If the one thing is common you have your look, then maybe you shouldn't be together. Because, that's just going to create problems. I think, it's not like they ever using common personality-wise, not like they ever like the same thing out of the couples, or they really, make each other happier with the couple when they're together. That's actually the reverse effect. They make each other more miserable. And more anger and anxiety built up. It involves a toxic relationships, basically. Although I will say Kevin's a better boyfriend than Ben is by a long shot. Because even though Kevin's not a good boyfriend, he seems like he tries to, unlike Ben, you know, Ben seemed like he was trying to surely until you get to season 3 where he's, holy shit, he's just a shithead. And, that's all the, things I have to talk about. Both shows get a 0 out of 10. I'm glad both shows these shows are this over, and this universe is this over, and that they rebooted Ben 10 was the original actress Taylor Strong to voice Ben again. And it seems like they knew that the sequel shows were a bad idea. And the universe they created was a bad universe, and really annoying one. So, it doesn't surprise me at all. And in fact, it actually thrills me that they rebooted the show. And I've seen the reboot, I actually really enjoyed it. But the sequel shows, whoa. That's a whole lot of crap for just anything on any level. So it is the sequel shows in the universe. So do your folks figure just don't watch these shows and pretend that the universe doesn't exist outside on the animated movies and the original show. For the original universe. And also go see the tune in to watch the some of the new episodes of the heavy rebooted also remake, known as a remake of older show with a separate universe. So yeah.